What's up, guys? Have another Wi-Fi match against pokecole37 using my NU team again. Switched it up a little bit just because of what he had on his team. I didn't lead with Regirock this time. I led with Emolga instead, and I made a dumbass prediction here. I thought he was gonna switch. I'm not entirely sure why, or he would just use an attack that wouldn't do as much. So I went for a charge beam, which did nothing. So I just kind of switched out Emolga to keep it as a death fodder, and went out to Regirock anyway. So I just completely wasted my first two turns. And he switched to Horn Leech because he probably predicted a switch, which is even shittier for me. But then I get out a Thunder Wave on Sawsbuck, which is exactly what I wanted to do. So then I can get out a Stealth Rock next turn and have my Hazard out, which is definitely really important. I get out the Hazard finally. He goes for a Swords Dance this time, which kind of sucked because I really need him out of here now because he's going to be a huge pain in the ass if he gets to use this stat boost. So I just go for an Ice Punch, which turned out to be a great move on Regirock. I was debating whether to have Thunder Punch or Ice Punch, and I'm definitely glad I kept Ice Punch because it kicks ass for situations like this. Unfortunately, he regained some health, so I just go for an Ice Punch on my way out, and then he finishes off Regirock with a Horn Leech. Expected that. This time Regirock dies. I go out to Mawile because I figure I can just Iron Head and get him out of the way quickly. I didn't want to risk using a Swords Dance just yet in case he had a fighting type move or something. He goes out to Sock. Sock can fuck over Mawile, so I just go back out to Voltage just to take the hit, which I thought he would use close combat. I figured I'd just let him lower his defenses on basically nothing. And he gets paralyzed too, which kicked ass because that was definitely useful, especially since Regirock is dead now. So then I go out to Kadabra or Mindfack, get out the Psychic. Unfortunately, he frickin' recovered enough HP with leftovers that he had Sturdy again, but he gets Parahax, which saved Kadabra's ass because he would have screwed it over otherwise. I just go for another Psychic because I'm Spec'd. He goes up to Gardevoir, probably figures I'm Spec'd or Scarfed. He traces the Magic Guard, which didn't really matter because he already got hurt by Stealth Rock. Then I go out to Mawile. He Shadow Balls Mawile. Lowers his special defense, which really sucked. That convinced me to Sucker Punch his ass just to get Gardevoir out of the way. Dark Gem boosts it up, so I have no doubt it's going to kill it. Even without the boost, it probably would have killed it. He goes into Pikachu. I don't want to risk him getting hit by anything special, so I go out to my special wall, which is Ludicolo. He goes for a Thunderbolt. Doesn't do a whole lot because he's my special wall. Does a lot, though. He probably has Light Ball on it. I'm not entirely sure what that does. I think it increases his attack, or special attack, 1.5 times or something. I never use Pikachu, so I don't really know. But then I go for the Giga Drain, restore a little HP, destroy his substitute. He decides to switch into Amoonguss, and I go for a Giga Drain again. Does nothing to Amoonguss, but he switches out, and now I can go for an Icy Wind on Amoonguss and lower its speed a little, just so everything on my team will be able to outspeed it, and does a decent amount of damage too, but not a whole lot, which kind of sucked. He goes for Spore, which kind of sucks because Spore pisses me off. I don't think an attack that puts someone to sleep should frickin' have 100 accuracy. I think they should make a move that freezes, something like the Hypnosis freeze version of Hypnosis or something like that. Anyway, I switch out Ludicolo just because I don't want anyone else getting put to sleep. So then I go for the Iron Head on Amoonguss. I hope for a flinch before he goes for another Giga Drain. He gets the crit last time, so this time it kills Mawile, which really sucks. Otherwise, I would have been able to use a Swords Dance and then attack it, so it would have done a lot more. But I get out to Kadabra, go for the Psychic. He doesn't switch, thank God. Kills Amoonguss. And then he goes out to his Golem. And this was kind of freaking weird because I should have stayed in and gone for the Psychic. Instead, I switched out to Ludicolo just to die. But he goes for the Earthquake. I could have sworn he was gonna freaking use Sucker Punch. I mean, that's every time a golem goes out of my Kadabra, it screws it over with the Sucker Punch. So I figure that's what he would have done. But he doesn't, so I could have just stayed in there and kicked its ass. So I switched out, and that really sucks. And now he's restored HP, and he can get the effects of Sturdy again. So that kind of sucks. But it doesn't make a whole lot of difference. I just go for a Crab Hammer from Kingler. He gets the Sturdy effect. No need for Kingler to agility right here because this is the end. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully I can upload some PO battles with my PU team soon. Um, yeah, and he just goes into his Pikachu. He goes for a substitute because he figured I'd switch, but I have a Wakan Berry, so I kind of put some faith in that, even though I probably shouldn't have. I mean, I should have, but it wasn't enough anyway, because Kingler's special defense sucks. So then that's it for him. I just go out to Kadabra and go for the Psychic, and I'm faster than him because I have maxed out speed. So that's it. That's the battle. Subscribe, comment, like, all that good stuff, and see you next time.